3.38 is talking about Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams are a graphic organizer that uses circles to compare the similarities and differences in different categories. So here we have an example talking about two different categories. So the blue circle represents category 1, the yellow circle represents category 2. The area where the circles overlap is the similarities between the two categories. The area where they don't overlap represents the differences in the two categories. Let's look at an example. So if we wanted to, we could use a Venn diagram to organize all of these different sports by talking about whether they have some type of net, whether they use some type of ball, and whether they use some type of bat or stick or racket. So here we have our organized data. Let's take a look at a couple of them. Well, let's take a look at bowling. So for bowling, they don't use any type of net. You don't really need any bat or racket or stick in order to move the ball, but you do need a bowling ball if you're going to bowl. Over here in the area where the ball and the net overlap, we've got volleyball and basketball, because for both of those you have some type of net, you've got some type of ball, but you don't use a bat or a racket or a stick or anything like that. Here in the middle, where all three areas overlap, right, you see the yellow, the blue, and the red portion. This is a sports that use a net, a ball, and some type of bat. So for tennis, right, you need a net to separate the court, you need the tennis ball that you're hitting back and forth, and then you need a racket to hit the ball. So this is our Venn diagram. We want to be able to use a Venn diagram to organize information. So our first problem is talking about 20 people cleaned the park, 12 painted the school, and 8 people cleaned the park and painted the school. So when you start off your Venn diagram problems, you always want to start by labeling your circles. So I'm going to let my blue circle represent the 20 people who cleaned the park. So this means when I get done with my problem and I'm looking at my blue circle, every number in this blue circle should add up to be 20. Okay, for my red circle, I'm going to let that represent the people who painted the school. So same thing over here. At the end of our problem, we want this number and this number to add up to be 12. Okay, the total inside of the circle should be 12. So here are our steps. We want to start with the center always, and then we're going to subtract in order to find the other values. So let's start with the center. Remember, the center represents the similarities between the people who cleaned the park and painted the school. Well, here it says that 8 people cleaned the park and painted the school. So 8 people did both. That goes in the middle of our Venn diagram. Well, now we want to figure out how many people only cleaned the park. So remember, 20 people helped clean the park, and we already accounted for 8 of them. So that means that we have 20 minus 8 people who just cleaned the park. So 20 minus 8 leaves us with 12 people who only cleaned the park. Okay, and notice that now in our circle, 12 plus 8 gives us that total of 20 people. Let's take a look at the people who painted the school. Well, we already accounted for 8 of them, so 12 minus 8 is going to leave us with 4 people who only painted the school. And again, if we double check our work, everything in the red circle, 8 plus 4 gives us that total of 12 people who in some way helped paint the school. Let's look at another problem. So this time we have 3 different categories. We're talking about 66 students who play basketball, 50 who play soccer, and 48 who play hockey at this school. Okay. Well, let's start with the middle. Remember, the middle is going to be the people who play all 3 sports. So if we're taking a look at our problem, it says that 12 people play all 3 of these sports. So that very middle square is going to be 12 people. All right, well, looking at our problem, they also say that 28 play soccer and hockey. So if I'm looking at my circle, well, here's my soccer circle, and here's my hockey circle. So this kind of seed-shaped area, right? This is where my soccer and hockey overlap. So if I were to add these 2 numbers up, this number and our mystery number, that should equal 28. Well, 12 minus 28 tells us that there are 16 people who play soccer and hockey. Now if we're looking just to double check our work, 12 plus 16 again is 28. So we're just using subtraction all the time to figure out our missing numbers. Let's try another one. The problem also says that 30 people play, right? Here we go, 30 people play hockey and basketball. So if we're looking at the orange hockey circle and where it overlaps with the red basketball circle, we want everything in this area to add up to be 30. Well, we already accounted for 12, so 30 minus 12 tells us that 18 people. So our problem also says that there are 22 that play soccer and basketball. So again, here's where our soccer and our basketball overlap. Well, 22 minus 12 tells us that there are 10 people who play basketball and soccer. So we only have one number left. We want to figure out how many people only play one of these sports. Well, remember for our red circle for our basketball, all of these numbers, 18 plus 12 plus 10 plus our mystery number should be 66. So if we want to figure out what we're missing, we're going to take 66 and subtract our 10, subtract 12, subtract 18, and that tells us that 26 only play basketball. For soccer, well, we have a total of 50, minus 10, minus 12, minus 16, leaves us with a total of 12 who play only soccer. Last but not least, for hockey, same thing, we have that total of 48, we subtract those three numbers that overlap, and we are left with 2 that play only hockey. So this is how we fill out our Venn diagram. We start in the very, very middle, and then we use subtraction to work our way out. Let's look at another problem. So in a freshman class of 100 students, 42 students play on a sports team, 34 participate in the school musical, and 6 participate in both activities. So how many students in the class are not involved in either activity? Right now would be a really great time to pause the video and try to fill out the Venn diagram for yourself. So looking at our problem, it tells us right away that 6 people are in both of these activities. So I filled that in right here in the middle, 6 people. Well, to figure out how many are just in sports, we take that total of 42 and we subtract 6, which will give us 36. Musical, same thing, we take that total of 34, subtract 6 to give us 28. We have a bigger question for this problem. Our bigger question is over here. How many students are not involved in either activity? Well, let's take a look at this. If we're thinking about this, we know that 36 plus 6 plus 28 are all the students who are involved in both a sport or a musical. Well, if we add all those up, that tells us that 70 people, right? 70 people are involved in sports or the musical or both. Well, if we know from the beginning that there were 100 students, right? Looking back at our problem, there are 100 students in this freshman class. So if we take 70 and we if we take 100 and we subtract 70 students that are involved, that leaves us with 30 students who are not. So to answer our question, there are 30 students that are not involved in sports or the musical. Let's take a look at one last problem. So this Venn diagram's already filled out for us, so we just want to answer an extra question. Okay, so circle A is talking about the people who play baseball, circle B is talking about the people who run track, and circle C is talking about the people who are in golf. But we really want to answer the question, what percentage of the students participate in either golf or baseball? So they could participate in one, they could participate in all three, but they have to be in at least golf or at least baseball. So if we want to figure out the percentage, we're going to need to know the total number of students. So if we want to know the total number of students who are playing spring sports, we're going to add up all of these numbers in our Venn diagram once. When we do that, we'll get a total of 50 students. Well, we're talking about the percentage of people that play either golf or baseball. We need to know the total students who are in this baseball circle, right? So they participate in that, or in this golf circle. So we're going to take all the numbers in those highlighted circles and add them up once. So that gives us a total of 42. 42 people are in baseball or golf. Well, we still want to find the percentage, so we're going to take that 42 in golf or baseball and divide it by the total number of students, which will give us 0.84. Remember, you either need to move your decimal place to the right twice In other words, we're just multiplying by 100, which tells us 84% of these students play golf or baseball. So these are our Venn diagrams. Remember to answer the questions at the bottom and hit submit when you're done.